A Tube Audiobooks Creations. Not-for-profit producers of audiobooks for blind and print disabled. Tube Audiobooks entertain, teach, keep young minds active, alert and engaged. To support, subscribe, like, share our channel. www.youtube.com/tubeaudiobooks. Visit our website for more information. www.tubeaudiobooks.com. Follow our page at Facebook/tubeaudiobooks. One of the best ways of improving your English is to read the language. This part of our audiobooks includes educative information by eminent writers. All contents are complete and unabridged. Listen to them online or listen to them in bed. We legally hold commercial license for the voice of all narrators. We hold legal license for all photos, music used.
Hey, friends, Philip here. It is with immense pride and prestige I present the much-expected 100th episode of Tube Audiobooks. Today we will visit Koval Agam, a very unique temple in India. India is a country with a very rich cultural heritage. The vast country has so many hidden treasures and miracles that one cannot contain its awe. Today, we are talking about one such hidden treasures of our country. We regularly hear about the miracles and stories of many ancient temples and their prevalent history. Today, we hear such a miracle largely unheard of but true nonetheless. Not many people have been privy to this temple, but the ones who have, talk about the magical experience and feelings that no story can compensate. But here we are trying to do as much justice as we can. Koval Agam in Coimbatore, South India is a unique temple among the numerous temples that exist in the Indian subcontinent. It is largely a private place of worship not open to all. Prior permission is required to visit this temple, and those who have had the opportunity of praying at this temple say their wishes have come true. The temple houses the divine and pure water from the divine Saraswati river, floating stones from the exquisite Rameshwaram, and Amrita Sanjeevani is placed by the scientist devotees of the temple. Many accomplished and mighty priests have offered their prayers at the shrine. Sri Balamurli Melshanthi of Sabrimala visited the temple with the then Kees Shanthi. The chief priest of the famous temple Chotanakara temple in Kerala has also visited the Guru Southanam. Sri Nandan Namboothiri, who is the son-in-law of the chief temple priest of Chotanakara temple, is a regular visitor to the temple and has offered prayers to the temple on several occasions.
Thank you, Philip. Hey, friends, Charlotte here with you. Let us listen to the true story about how this temple came about. Once there lived a devout man. On the eve of Ramadan, he heard some highly unusual sounds outside his house. He very well knew that angels go on rounds to try to find the sinners on the holy eve of Ramadan. As many Islamic people had provided him with food on the days when he had nothing to eat and he loved Islam, he recited the holy words, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. He recited it several times, but the sounds continued. It was at this moment he heard a divine echo, as if several people were repeating divine words just above his head. Then he heard a lady's melodious voice, reciting the blissful Mahishasuramadini Stotram. At once, he felt the presence of the Supreme Power, the Divine Mother, Ma Durga. He prayed to the powerful deity to save him from the seraph. He ardently prayed to the divinity to save him for his sins. A moment later he heard a divine voice, I will be there with you till the end and after that. Later on he contracted a critical disease and was at the last stages per the doctors. Thereafter the man was declared dead by the medical professionals. True to the divine words, as the man lay dead for not more than 15 minutes, he sprang back to life and restored his breathing. This was the first of many miracles he experienced thereafter. To strengthen his beliefs, he went without food and only had a glass of water as his food. To his amazement, he persevered without any difficulty. Then he even gave up on water and only had air in place of food and water. The devout man reaffirmed his newfound beliefs when he persisted through it as well. He moved to a city and prayed to his mother to reveal herself to him. She said that I am omnipotent and will accompany you in the form of light. Hearing this, the man lit a bunch of diyas in the rain. All diyas were put out from the rainwater but one remained. This was the divine diya, the mother herself. He then erected a temple at the top of his house and placed a divine diya made up of a mixture of 18 divine herbs there. The divine diya has been burning incessantly since then and the oil is prepared, strengthening it through appropriate mantras. The Thavathird Kumaraguru Praswamigal of Komaram Math, Coimbatore inaugurated the temple in 2004.
Many miracles have been associated with this temple. A small girl named Krishnaveni fainted while she played in front of her house. Her mother immediately took her to a doctor. The doctor checked the girl and said the girl has some serious kidney problems. They contacted the devout. He advised them to light a lamp and keep it facing the north direction. The girl's mother prayed to the divine lamp and begged for her daughter's life. The next day the doctor called the mother and told her by mistake the scan got mixed up and her Krishna's test reports were perfect. Soon she was discharged healthy and happy.
Another man named Ramesh also experienced a miracle that saved his life. Ramesh once visited an astrologer to talk about his marriage prospects. The astrologer, after checking his palm, told him that he has a short and weak lifeline. He was to have a fatal vehicle accident. Hearing this, he was devastated as he longed to marry the girl he loved. Ramesh was already in touch with the devout. As per the advice of the devout, he started praying to the mother for his life. One fine morning the devout called Ramesh over mobile and asked him to come to the temple immediately. He got ready to go to the temple. As he was going to start his bike, his intuition said to go by bus, so he changed his mind. After a while one of his roommate, Ashok, came out and took the bike to a ride. As Ramesh was praying in the temple, he received a call that Ashok had succumbed in a road accident. The Divine Mother had yet again saved her devout followers.
The next story is about a devotee who, with the supreme powers of the Mother, used to give prediction. Her predictions always came true and she gained popularity, due to which some television channels also called her to give predictions on air. Seeing the program, a lady who doubted the devotee asked the lady about her brother and his wife's issues. She asked her solution to her brother's problems. The devout prayed to the divine power and then replied, "It is a matter of only 6 months." Hearing the devotee answer, the lady apologized profusely. She then said her sister-in-law was 6 months pregnant at the moment. Recently, during the 16th year celebrations in the temple, a pure silver tumbler went missing. The devout got worried and searched everywhere but in vain. When he prayed to Mother, she told the devout not to worry and open the Sanctum Sanatorium next day in the morning and the silver tumbler will be present there. Just as the Mother had promised, the miracle happened and the tumbler was placed just before the diyar.
Many devotees who prayed to the Mother, who is in the form of light, were blessed with child, some with a new house, for some others their business flourishes, and so on. And this is not it. As I plan to jot down the content for this video, I was brought down with high fever and weakness. The next day, I even experienced chills. I persevered at that moment and began my work. As soon as I started writing, I felt overcome with new strength and all weakness left my body. I planned the entire video in one sitting. This may not sound like much, but to a person who had 102 fever 2 hours before, is really miraculous. The Divine Mother still lights up the diya ceaselessly with her powers, and anybody who is a devout follower of the Divine Mother must pray to her to get her blessings. May Ma Durga always keep blessing her followers and all devout's continue to persevere through the Supreme Mother's belief. Om Shakti.